Welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! And today we will be playing our Flower Cardians. Now, first I'm going to do a little overview and then we will go into the duels. So, this deck has two win cons. Either you draw the 5 pieces of Exodia, or you burn them with Sync Realm. Anyways, let's go into the card by card. So first we have our 3 copies of Willow. This is the most important card of, I'd say one of the most. Other one, we'll get into the other one soon. This allows you to shuffle a flower card into your deck to draw a card. This is just very helpful. Also, you could just basically special out for free whenever you have another flower card in. It's like one of the freebies. It does lock you into flower cardings. It's one of the 3 cards that locks. Then we go into Maple Tear. You can tribute a flower carding to special it, and it allows you to draw a card. And then you could destroy a spell trap as a flower cardian. That's it's fine. It allows you to it's a combo continuer. And then we have Zebra Grass, which is better later in the combo when you have a lot of flower cardians in your hand that you've been accumulating. You get to basically mallet them back. Magical Mallet allows you to shuffle flower cardians in your hand and then draw the same amount. It's a fairly good card. Then we play 3 Boar, like Deer, just you tribute a flower card and accept itself, then draw a card. But then you could destroy a monster instead of a spell and trap. These help you slightly to go against a board. It could help pop back row monsters. It's not great into Ryziel or Malice or anything, but it could help force interaction, which is it's nice. It's better against with this version. They could just pop Sync Realm with Detonator, which I don't think. That's why I'm not maining this win con, because I think with Detonator, Malice, they can banish a card on the field, they can pop a card on the field. Sync Realm just doesn't help with that. So, anyways, back to it. So, Peony, this is your tuner of the deck. Well, it's your main deck tuner. You get to tribute a flower card to also draw a card, but it also allows you to look at the top 3, so you get to stack their deck if you in case fail. If this card is basically a free summon 2, you get to reveal it, draw a card if it's a flower card, and you get to summon this. If it's not, you discard both, which really sucks. Of course, you have the Exodia pieces for the win con. We play 3 Cherry Blossom. This is you get special out for free if you control Pine, but you could also normal summon it. And you get to tribute a flower carding, including itself. You can tribute itself. Draw a card if it's a flower carding. You get to special or add a flower carding from deck. You are usually not adding unless like randomly you really need something for Zebra Grass, but you're usually specialing. And my usual targets are Willow, or if you need a tuner, a Butterfly. Then we have 3 copies of Pine. This is your wanted normal summon. You normal summon it, it gets you a draw, and if it's a flower card, you get to keep it. If not, bye-bye, I guess. We have 3 allures to draw, and then all of these are darks. You don't want to banish these, but it's fine if you have Sync Realm, if you're going for that instead. Then we have 3 Pot of Avarices. This helps you shuffle back the Exodia pieces because you discard a lot, and the deck cycles through every monster very quickly. So you really need monsters back into your deck, especially some of the synchros, because you go into these a lot, and just the better of the flower cardians. Then we play 3 Recardination. Recardination allows you to add a flower carding from graveyard, then special one from hand. I special summon Cherry Blossom a lot with this effect because a lot of the time you don't control Pine, and it helps you get both of these guys out, because if you've already used your normal. Also, in addition, it allows you to special the ones that need tributing without needing a tribute, so that could help you accumulate monsters on the field for advantage. We have 1 copy of Reinforcement of the Army. I play this so I can easily search your normal summon, which is Pine, so I can have a better starter. However, if you want, you could play Talents over this. I was playing Talents before, but it either was that I was losing too badly. It was more like a win more card, a card that made me win even more while I was already winning, and it doesn't always help you have a comeback, because if you get drolled, a lot of the hand traps that really stop you, that will turn the TTT on, it's just better to have a opener starter, I think. And then we have our one called by. This is to stop Droll, and some of the hand traps. If we mostly care about Droll and Nib, but if sometimes if you have a worse hand, other hand traps do matter. And you can search this off of Recarnation, because if Recarnation is discarded by Flower Cardian, you can activate the top 5 and then add one. This can also add the Allure, any of the spells and traps here. Actually, just spells. We do not play any traps whatsoever. And for the extra deck, we play one Light Flare because the other Flower Cardian synchros are not too great. This is a spell and trap negate. You only summon this when you are losing your win con, which is not ideal. Then we have one copy of Ravenous Crocodragon Archethus. I think that's how you pronounce it. First, I'm actually trying to pronounce it. This card you can summon off of Moonflower and a level 3, I believe, right? It's level 9, yeah. So 6, 3, and 6, 3 off of either of the tuners, and we have 2 monsters in the main deck that are level 3. Also, funny enough, Exodia, the Forbidden one, is a level 3, so you can synchro with that, technically. Don't know why you would want to. It allows you to draw, so if you get it early enough, it can actually be an extender. In addition to Moonflower, it can draw while only taking 2 instead of 3 monsters, which is very advantageous. And then we have our one copy of Light Shower. Light Shower allows you to burn your opponent and makes your Flower Cardians untargetable, which is very good against Detonator and Ryziel, which is very helpful, as you could imagine. And then you get to burn your opponent, which is great if you are using the Synchro Realms. But of course I'm not maining those, I'm citing those for currently. Then we have our one copy of Dawn Dragster. Dawn Dragster you can use for a spell and trap negate. If you do it early enough, it can help with Purge, Impulse, Imperm, but also if you fail for going for your win con. You can summon it off of either of your tuners and Pine. That is the only way to get this guy out. We have one copy of Boardfly. This is a Abyss Dweller. This is your Abyss Dweller. You get to banish Flower Cardian from a graveyard, and then until the end of your next opponent's turn, they cannot activate cards in the graveyard, and they cannot special from the graveyard. So this is better than Abyss Dweller. Crazy. And then our key of the our key in the show, our star in the show, I should say, is our Flower Cardian Moonflower viewing. This is the main synchro that you're going into quite a lot. This allows you to draw a card, and if it's a Flower card, you can special summon it, which is very nice because some of them you have to tribute to summon them. This girl, you can just special them out for free, you know? And it also could get out Cherry Blossom and Pine if you already used your normal. And if you get out Pine, you can special the Cherry Blossom from your hand. You play 3 of this. This is a mandatory 3 of. If not anything else in your extra deck, you need Moonflower Viewing at 3. Then we have our 2 copies of Typhon. The deck is really open, if I'm being honest. We have 2 copies of Typhon because it just comes up more often than pretty much anything else. It has big attack. You get to start over the big mouse monsters, the Ryziel monsters. It just really helps with boards and can help you if you're also fail your win con, which happens a lot. And you play 2 because sometimes they will just break your board but can't kill you, so you can just go into another one. Because who's expecting a second Typhon? Certainly not your opponent. Then we play 1 copy of Fucho to help you survive a turn if you somehow get a Pine and one of the Forbidden ones or multiple Pines on your field. It's very nice that the levels on the Forbidden One cards have synergy with your deck, weirdly enough. So you can go into Fucho, this guy, and the other synchros, which is great. We have 1 copy of Nightmare Unicorn. We have 1 copy of Nightmare Unicorn because we have SP. It comes up more often than you think. When you go SP pass, which happens sadly sometimes, you can go with your following turn into a Nightmare Unicorn, which is great because then you could also start attacking, which puts them on a timer. And sometimes you just really need to shuffle into the deck because banishing it is not enough sometimes. It's also good against Malice, if you really need to not banish their cards, because SP is useless against Malice. Then we of course have our 1 copy of SP because, well, it's SP. Anyways, for our next one, we have IP Masquerena. We usually don't make this, but if you summon enough at the start, you can go into IP Masquerena to assure that you have some interaction on their turn. But you usually do not want this. Then we have our Almirage. Almirage is an okay card. You can use it to stop Ogre. You can use it to stop some other cards, which you do want because it can stop your just many of your monsters. It can with Willow, with Moonflower Viewing, they can ogre those, and you do not want them ogring you, especially if you have Synchro Realm and you're trying to do desynchro. So Almirage can be helpful in that way. Also, if you're way too many non-tuners on the field, you can just get this off to special summon more cards, to draw, to shuffle back cards, to do some more drawing. It's helpful. I wouldn't say it's key to the strategy, but it's helpful. Then for our side, it's mainly just Mole Charmies for going second because we like drawing. If we do not have a lot of good cards for going second, we have these two for popping cards if we draw Flower Cardian. However, that is not usually great against a Ryziel end board, Malice end board, Blue Eyes end board, so we're just honestly trying to draw Exodia off our Mole Charmies is the main key. Then we have our 1 copy of Roll for the 3 crossouts. This is for going first, or yeah, it's for going first, and we know our opponent's on Droll because we do not want to draw any of these cards, if I'm being honest, usually, because we don't have synergy with spell cards, and if it's not a Flower Cardian card, so it gets discarded. So each spell that we have needs to have a massive effect on our game plan. And we have our Desynchro and Synchro Realm. This is our other win con. We can side Exodia out, or anything else to side in this engine. This is basically we inflict 500 to our opponent for Synchro Summoning. This is also great in time. You want to side this in for time because you will be Synchro Summoning and you will be burning your opponent for time because they will have less life points. And also this is great with Light Shower if you're wanting to go for more burn. I would play a second copy of Light Shower, which can burn your opponent for 15. I would never suggest playing 3 copies of Light Shower because you are not going into 3 copies of Light Shower because yeah, that's not how zones work usually. If you have 2 Light Shower, you need to exactly have more, but you're not. I wouldn't suggest it. You're not going to have much material for making 3 Light Showers in 1 turn. So that's a lot of talking. I need some water after that. So that is our Flower Cardian list. If you do need so, you can remove the Typhons and the entire side deck, and this strategy will cost less than $25. If you're wondering, for replacements of the Typhons, you could also use Anima, that's a good card, or a second copy of this Light Shower. Also, Shen Shen is an honorable mention, but Shen Shen also goes directly against your deck, only if it hard counters your opponent's deck, and you can just beat down with Shen Shen. I would not suggest so. So that is the card by card, and let's get into some games. We start with this, we can banish that, that's 2 draws. I think we really start with Allure of Darkness. Let's see what we draw off the top. Okay, that's not great. We will banish our Boar. We have to. Let's go this guy. Okay, we hit it off the top. If we did not, we would have lost just there. Okay, let's see. Our opponent has no response. We will tribute it for our Peony. Our Peony will draw or not draw. That is fine. We will just go for our Reincarnation. Add this back. Or not. We will not be doing any of this, but we will go for... We could go for either one of these. Could go for a negate or for a draw and a pop. I honestly want that negate, so we will go normal summon leg and go into Dragster. And with this board, we shall pass. So through 2 interaction, we made interaction with Flower Cardians. Hooray! Impulse and Imperm. They are on Rescue Ace. Okay. That is fine. What are you doing? Okay. Not great for them. We do not have follow-up here. This isn't even a tuner. What are they doing? We just what, attack now? I guess we do attack. Well, we could go for SP and then turn on our Avarice, I guess. That works. Banish a back row. Our opponent might have something. Extinguish. What does it do? Destroy it. We will negate that. They will special. Oh, they were going to destroy this. We don't want that because we do not want. Okay, we can just attack into that now. Add a rescue ace. Okay. While you control rescue ace monster. Okay, so we can still attack this. That's not a quick effect to summon itself. Yeah, that's not. You will attack into this Hydra. Imperm. That is smart, but we did loop them. So we will go into our main phase 2. Which one do we want to normal summon? We'll normal summon our leg. Why can't we go SP? It needs effect monsters. Okay, that's fine. We could go into this first. This into SP. SP effect to banish their monster. And then we can go for a, oh god, what? Or are there zones for Imperm? I think they set a non-Imperm over there, so we'll go for 1, 2, 3, 4. We will not reset our Almirage. We'll go these two to draw 2. We did use our normal, so we cannot normal our Blossom. This is fine. We have follow-up. I like this version of Flower Carding because it has a plan if it gets diverted. Like, it can do something. That something isn't very much, but it can still put up interaction. Huzzah! As opposed to every other Flower Carding build. They're setting 4. Okay, so what does these do? Quick fight. So they're gonna steal something in my graveyard, special summon something. Negate an effect. Okay, I don't care about the attacking part. That's fine. They're only setting 3. Are they playing a mix? They're playing mix, aren't they? We drew another pot of Avarice. That is not. That's good, I think, maybe. Depends how they do steal, so that will turn off 1 monster for pot of Avarice. See what they are doing. You'll go to our main phase. We will start with a Cherry Blossom and effective such Cherry Blossom. That's fine. We can tribute it with this. They will negate. Can we go Typhon? No, they did not summon, and we do not, and we can't even crash. So what do we do now? We pass, as we cannot do anything. They book them. They had too much interaction. We had 2 cards. They had 2 interaction. I don't think that's a bad showing currently. So let they go that. Search that. Sure. They can't kill me. Yeah, they need 5 fire monsters. Or no, they need one more fire monster. Okay, that still isn't oh that's yeah, they attacked me before. This is a game. Looks like our opponent is on Mermail. I really care about them looping. We want to keep either of these low levels. Because if we do not have a normal summon, we lose. You need to draw a normal summon. We have 7 normal summons in the deck, I believe. We need to draw one of those normal summons to do anything. If you're wondering, it is the 2 Cherry Blossom cards. This one and this one. Oh no, we have 10. We have 10. Sorry, we have Pine. We have this one. Oh no, this one can't be summoned. We have 7. Yeah, we have Pine. We have this Cherry Blossom, and we have the one road. It's just search Pine. Looks like our opponent is running out of time. So what do we do? We'll start with this. So we'll special this. And then we will use another. Haha, we shall draw another card. Hopefully Flower Cardian. Aw, dang. We will tribute it for a Flower Cardian with Butterfly. Butterfly effect. What is this guy? Okay, he's in the gate, that's fine. This is nothing. Okay, we will move to top. He will draw a Impulse. No, he'll draw a Called By. I don't think Called By is gonna do anything for him. I will special summon a Willow. Go Willow effect to shuffle one of these guys back. See if our opponent will negate with their Mermail. Seems like they are not taking the bait. Though I should specify, none of this is really bait. We are just doing things in all honesty. None of this is bait. We're just playing, you know? We will destroy their monster though. Haha. And now we can, what are you gonna do here? We'll go for another curtain. And we have one. We shall go first, as we won the die roll. So we will start with a Flower Cardian Blossom curtain. We have actually we have 10 cards as our supposed starter, I guess, that starts the combo. Now that I think about it. Okay, so we don't want to really null all those. We'll tribute for a Butterfly. We'll go Butterfly effect. Do they do anything about this? They might. Ash Blossom, perhaps? Dominus, perhaps? You don't have Droll. You would have Drolled before there. Effect Veiler. That's fine. We don't... Do we care? We kind of care. We did care. We'll go for Ravenous, I guess. We go for the negate. We probably want to go for the negate, don't we? No, this is fine. Me just normal summon this effect to this card. You got an Imperm. If you read this card, it would be impermeable. Yeah, I'll tribute it for to draw a card. Okay. Yeah. I'll special summon. We have another one in hand. We could go for this. I think we always go for the Willow. Now we'll go Willow effect, shuffle one back to draw. We'll tribute this for a boar. Boar to draw. Ah, dang. Well, I guess I should have went for one of these guys. Could have made a spell negate. I will just go for what we have 2 monsters in graveyard. Neither of these guys go into a link 1. There's no link 13, sadly. We'll go for an SP pass. As sad that might be. We could have gone for a... Yeah, when it comes to gambling, we should probably not gamble. We should probably go for one of these guys. Imperm, sure, buddy. You can imperm. It is the stack. It's fine. You'll most likely lose this game. Probably turn this off. Our cards didn't do anything. They impermed anyway. Guess we just vibe until we lose. No, we're conceding. They have like what, full combo? They have the temple, they have that, they have man, they impermed, they have this guy. Yeah, they have everything. Flower Cardians, what do we think? They are fine. I believe this version is probably the most superior version we have seen in quite a while, yet it still lacks the cards to go against the metagame. However, this deck is fine going first. It can win, definitely, but it often loses to an abundant of hand traps. Though luckily it does not lose to a lot of hand traps, at least 1-for-1 hand traps. It does sometimes lose, it a lot of times loses in draw and can lose to Nibiru a lot of the time.